And it is day 23 of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, and the attacks are not stopping. Like Mr. Klitschko said, of all key Ukrainian cities, including the capital Kyiv, cruise missiles have hit the city of Lviv in the western part of Ukraine, close to the Poland border, which is disturbing because this was a city that was so far not being targeted, but it has come under attack now. Kharkiv, Kyiv, of course, and Mariupol in the east continue to be in the eye of the storm. Here are the latest round of attacks on day 23 of this military operation. Markets on fire, explosions around airports, charred residential buildings. Ukraine is bleeding profusely as Russia continues its onslaught. From Kyiv to Mariupol, every city paints a picture of destruction and devastation. Once brimming with life and crowded streets, one of the largest markets of Eastern Europe, Barabashovo, is on fire after Russian airstrikes. Some explosions were reported around the city of Lviv in western Ukraine. At least 3 blasts were heard in the city. The Lviv mayor claims that 6 Russian cruise missiles were fired at his city. The target, areas around the airport.
The Russian plan has been to increase their ground offensive in the east and south of Ukraine. And at the same time, they would keep pressure on Ukraine by bombarding cities in the west, including Lviv and Ivano-Franko area. So this is just a part of that strategy.
In Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, a raging fire was seen engulfing a building after non-stop shelling. Plumes of smoke continue to billow for hours.
Зараз ми знаходимося на Виноградарі. Полетів снаряд, ми бачимо велику воронку. Що жахливо, що поряд знаходиться дитячий садок, з цієї сторони знаходиться школа.
Bombardments on residential buildings have caused a lot of casualties, says the Ukrainian administration.
I'm Kyiv right now, and I'm in the center of Kyiv. I'll just turn my camera around to show you around. It's absolute quiet here, silence like nobody lives here. This is the center of Kyiv, the heart of Kyiv city, and Kyiv is the heart of Ukraine. Absolute silence, no noise whatsoever, hardly any people around, hardly any traffic around, total quiet.
Stories of loss, devastation and despair on the streets of Ukraine's capital continue to beam out. But Ukraine's resilience continues to be the main picture. Fighting back against the Russian onslaught by shooting down their helicopters and air missiles. In Kherson in South Ukraine on the Black Sea, locals refuse to take handouts from Russian troops in an open act of defiance.
Our Mariupol, our Kharkiv, Chernihiv, Kyiv region, Izium, all our hero cities are in very difficult situations. We are doing everything, all of us. Absolutely. Our army, police, SES, humanitarian convoys, church, all our people. We will not leave you. We will not forgive them. You will be free. Definitely, I know it. Like all of us on our land.
Слава усім нашим героям. Слава Україні.
23 days and counting. It's not just military establishments, but Russia seen to be now targeting schools, hospitals, theaters, and civilian residential areas. With Rajesh Pawar in Kyiv, Bureau Report, India Today. And remember, Ukraine is alleging genocide after Mariupol, a theatre there sheltering hundreds of civilians, was struck by Russia yesterday. The theatre was being used as a bomb shelter. It had a vast basement. Residents are now fleeing with several corpses still buried under those ruins. It's a heart-rending story that everyone is talking about. Now, on the other side of the border, Putin is feeling the pinch quite literally, with American drug makers suspending supply of Botox and fillers to Russia. You're probably wondering what kind of effect that could have. Well, Putin is famously rumored to have relied on the famous anti-wrinkle treatment for close to 10 years now. Bet you didn't know that. Cosmetic surgeons say that Putin seems to have got Botox, cheek fillers, eye and chin lifts as well. So what face will Putin and millions of other Russians put forward now if Botox unplugs so completely from Russia?
Is Vladimir Putin addicted to Botox? Famous for his reliance on Botox, the Russian president is all set to really feel the pinch. Because of the war in Ukraine, the American drug maker AbbVie, which owns the blockbuster anti-wrinkle treatment, is halting operations in Russia. The biopharmaceutical company has suspended supply of Botox and fillers to Russia, the most popular products in Russian aesthetic medicine. The use of Botox by Putin has been widely reported. A Sydney cosmetic doctor had called out Vladimir Putin for having too much filler, blasting the Russian president in a social media post. Rumors that the Russian president has undergone cosmetic procedures have been around for years, with some cosmetic surgeons believing they have been done in a bid to improve his tough guy image. There are claims that the 69-year-old has had several cosmetic procedures over the years, including Botox, cheek fillers, and a chin and eye lift. Rumors first began swirling that Putin has received Botox when he attended a meeting in Kyiv in 2011 with a black eye. Botox, plastic surgery or steroids. The transformation of the Russian president from a gaunt geek to a bloated brute could be because of one or all of these things. But with Botox supply being suspended, what face will Putin now put forward? Bureau Report, India Today.